comment. Sometimes what we think what is globally the best is not the best. And I mentioned it in this last week or two again and again that we regard Eton College in London as one of the best high schools in the world. It is a mediocre. Visit it and you'll learn that it's a mediocre school. Why? Because when you walk into the door, you are told, we are going to prepare you to be an MP and join the House of Lords. It's not about teaching, and it's not about becoming a scientist and all that when you are at Eton. It's about being an MP in the British Parliament and nothing else. So education is not the goal, it's the position that you will attain because you're the son of a Lord and you're a son of an MP and you're a son of that. So that environment, that's their mission. They achieve it. Our mission is to use education to transform society. Big talk, but let's take a step at least. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Adam, for sharing that very thought-provoking speech with us. Next up, we have Ms. Bahia Akkers. It's also one of the staff members that's been here for a long time, so she's happy to share her 7-year journey with the rest of the team. Thank you, Ms. Akkers.
Good morning, everybody. As Nadima said, I'm Bahia. I've been with Togi for 5.5 years now. My journey with Togi started in the beginning of 2019, where I came in for my interview at the upstairs offices at the Cape Town Science Centre. I was interviewed by 6 people, which was very intimidating. But alhamdulillah, we got through it. The directors made up their minds immediately, and they made me an offer, which I went home to think about. Obviously wanted the job. And then I had let Dr. Erasmus know that week that I will be taking them up on the offer. So it was Dr. Erasmus in his corner office, and Nadima and I. We were Togi administration. Back then, Togi didn't have as much students as we do have now. So that meant we could get our work done very quickly. I don't know if this is going to get me into trouble, but speak to my superior at the time. So when we had finished all our work and there was nothing left to do but answer the phones, we had a little, like a cordless phone. We actually spilled the beans to Dr. Erasmus recently. He had no idea. So we would hear about a sale happening close by. And then we'd take the Togi phone with us. And when Dr. Erasmus called at like 10 to 3 in the afternoon, we would answer to Oceans Graduate Institute, good afternoon, and he had no idea. But I mean, we knew when to have fun and we knew when to get the job done. So yeah, I think that's important at least. Fast forward to June of 2019 is where Shahid joined the team. To work with applications. And then shortly, actually met Junaid before he started in January of 2020. And I just remember all I thought was, oh, this guy's spikes are really sharp. He came in with these meal prep meals that his wife packed for him because he was gymming at the time and he was trying to bulk up. But yeah, then he joined the team. And at that time, the Togi offices were beginning to get a bit cramped. So it was time to move. And then we heard that the directors had gotten space for us in Grassy Park, which I wasn't really happy about because it meant a very long trip for me to work. But alhamdulillah, it was against traffic, so it was fine. It all worked out. And at the Grassy Park offices is where our family really grew in students and staff members. First, Yasin came in to take over as registrar from Nadima. And then we had Ridwan coming in, Nadira, Suhair, Takima and Hamida came together. We've also had some staff members who've come and gone, and some who've come and then left, and then come back again for more, Hamida. But yeah, I think we all really work well together. We have our differences sometimes. Sometimes things get stressful, but we always seem to make it through somehow. Thereafter, we moved to Finlands and to where we are now. After which Zainab joined the team as office manager. So that is all of our Togi administration family. But one thing I just want to say about us is, like I said earlier, we know when to have fun and we also know when to buckle down and get the job done. And I have memories of being up at like 2 o'clock in the morning, working on the spreadsheet, trying to get students registered, seeing other colleagues also, people messaging me, okay, log off now, go to sleep. And then coming in the next day feeling like completely broken, like you don't know if you're going to be able to carry on. But I mean, we do. We all pull together. We all get things done. And I think that is really very special. So just from me, so I hope the Togi family has now finally settled down here, inshallah. And one thing that I've noticed is like a common trait amongst all Togi staff members is they drive and like willingness to help others and to make a difference in the world. And I feel that that is a really special quality or characteristic. And I do believe that it is that that will make Togi a success for years to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Baya. I'm sure everybody enjoyed your speech. Yes. Next up, we've got one of our academics coming up, Shahida Anthony, to share your journey.
Brilliant fellow. Good morning, assalamu alaikum. Okay, I just have to put on my specs to be sure that I can see. So, colleagues, friends, and honored guests, today we gather not just to celebrate Togi's 7th anniversary, but to reflect on our incredible journey from the Cape Town Science Centre to Pinelands, where we are now. A journey that is marked by growth, challenges, and triumphs. In the world of relationships, the 7-year mark is often called the 7-year itch. I think thankfully, we've scratched that itch with teamwork, with creativity, and maybe just a pinch of stubborn persistence. This milestone is like a 7-year-old marriage when we realize we must be doing something right. Speaking of anniversaries, sorry, my back. The 7th is traditionally associated with copper. I know like a teacher, when I go and do practice teaching and I tell them, where's your resources? So I had to make this to show the copper and the 7. All right, so 5 out of 5 for resources. All right. So now, copper may not have a sparkle of gold, but it is practical, much like our work at Togi. It's reliable, it's strong, flexible, malleable, enough to bend without breaking. I mean, who amongst us hasn't had to twist ourselves into a pretzel to get through a challenging project? So let's take a moment to reflect on our journey using the acronym of copper, right? A fitting symbol of where we've been and where we are heading. So let's start with the first one, the C. Collaboration. Collaboration has been at the heart of our success. By working together, we've achieved far more than we could have done alone. Our core values of truth, of righteousness, of love, commitment, and responsibility guide us and ensure we provide high quality education for all. I vividly remember those early days sitting around the boardroom table at the Cape Town Science Centre, which, let's be honest, the table was almost the size of the entire premises. Brainstorming how our core values would align with our mission. It feels just like yesterday. Then we go to opportunity, the O in copper. Our journey has been about seizing opportunities, adapting to challenges, innovating, and expanding. The energy we've shared has sparked innovation and fueled our growth. Our conductivity, like copper, is off the charts. I often think back also the days of the Science Centre, especially those Saturday mornings when we had face-to-face classes. We started with students mostly in Cape Town, but as our intake grew from other provinces, we transitioned to remote work. Those were the good old days. And while I love the buzz of the Science Centre, it is clear that each move created new opportunities for us to expand our reach. First P for copper, perseverance. Perseverance has driven us through ups and downs. We faced obstacles, but our resilience has kept us moving forward, stronger and more united than ever. Like copper developing a rich patina over time, our experiences have depth to our professional lives. I'd like also to take a moment to thank the many mentors, the current ones and those who have come and gone, leaving indelible marks on all of us. There are so many to mention, but I just want to express my sincere gratitude for their guidance, which has truly shaped who we are today. I've learned more in these 6+ years than I did in the last 20 years being at Togi. So then we go to the second P of progress. It's been our constant. Progress has been our constant. We've improved, we've evolved, we've advanced, setting higher standards and reaching our heights. I couldn't resist from a science perspective in a history lecturer. Copper's antimicrobial properties remind us of how we weathered industry challenges and market shifts together. Moving from the Cape Town Science Centre to Grassy Park was a significant leap forward. Even though we missed the old Science Centre, I loved it because it was science, everything about science. Firstly, I recall the COVID period. And then at Grassy Park, we had all these many get-togethers, our workshops, our social commemorative, remember? Efforts and our first online CHE visit amongst others. We were so super nervous, I remember that. We emerged as a force to be reckoned with, competing with other institutions and setting ourselves apart. Then we come to our excellence. It has guided us. We strive for the highest quality and the best outcomes. And this commitment has defined our journey. An exciting moment for me was our first graduation ceremony. Remember, only 2 students graduating. It was a small start, but it felt monumental. I never forget our director's stance, Mrs. Norton's words at one of the ceremonies when she said, education is not merely about acquiring knowledge, but about using that knowledge to transform lives, uplift communities, and build a brighter future for all. Dr. Ali always reiterated the impact we have on the lives of our students if we truly care. That's the excellence we strive for today. And then we come to the last one, spelled correctly, resilience. The R. Resilience has allowed us to weather storms. In the face of adversity, we've adapted and thrived. And our resilience is the foundation of our enduring success. We've had our fair shares of ups and downs, many of those. One moment that stands out for me is when our ex-student, if you can remember, Islah Fattar, became terminally ill on the eve of her graduation. Although she couldn't attend the ceremony, a group of our Togi staff ensured she graduated in her home while bedridden. She passed away shortly after that. But that moment made me feel incredibly honored to be part of such an amazing Togi family. And this is the motto we live by and always love passionately, shared by our CEO, Dr. Lawrence, about this amazing Togi family. So, but to raise the bar even higher, we must continue to embody the essence of our Togi values. As we reflect on our journey from the Cape Town Science Centre to Grassy Park to Pinelands, it's clear that our strength lies in the Togi family spirit. We need to tighten these bonds, elevate what is within these walls from the Cape Town Science Centre to the warm premises. I feel very warm here in Pinelands. And push forward with the unity, the innovations, and the unyielding dedication. This is how we will continue to shine, inspire one another, and lead the way. At the heart of everything we do is our ultimate goal, as Dr. Ali Adam has mentioned, to produce the best teachers that any institution have ever achieved. These are not just teachers who are knowledgeable, but teachers who are passionate, innovative, and dedicated to shaping the future. They are the torchbearers of our values and excellence, going out into the world to make a difference. This is our mission, our calling, and our lasting contribution to society. So the copper, it symbolizes the strength and the warmth and the durability of our shared journey. The 7. And may this remind you that even when times are tough, we got each other's backs. Ne? Yeah. And we are solid as copper. So here's to 7 years of collaboration, opportunity, perseverance, progress, excellence, and resilience. May our union continue to shine brightly like polished copper, illuminating the path ahead. And may the next 7 years, 14 or 21 years, bring even more laughs, successes, and shared achievements. Because we in this for the long haul, and we might as well enjoy the ride. Thank you so much. Happy anniversary. 7 years.
Thank you, Teacher Anthony, for that speech. So, on the 7, there's coins on here. Is it going up for auction?
Sorry?
Is it going up for
Yes,
auction?
we can. If you want to auction. Oh, pleasure. Okay. Thank you.
Our second last speaker for the morning is Mr. from Administration, Mr. Junaid Mohan.
Nervous? Hasn't.
Okay.
Yeah, just a bit nervous. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Good morning. I'm Junaid Mohan. So my journey started in 2017 as an on-site technician at the Two Oceans Graduate Institute. In their small corner office at the bottom of the Science Center, we had to come and install their Wi-Fi for them, install their printers. And then we had Nadima, who was always, something's wrong with my laptop, I can't connect to the printer. Now joking, Nadima. But they've grown, and we've grown as an institution as well. In 2020, I was given the opportunity to join the Togi family full-time as an administrator capturing student data on the ICAS student information system. And that was a growing time for us as well, where we went through a phase of just software for the institution for us to house our student information. And that was the challenge at the time, because we had a whole lot of files and we needed such a little time to get all of the student data onto the ICAS system. But we managed to get through it. Myself and the team worked through one of the toughest times, I would say, which was COVID, where we had to work remotely, but also getting to students, assisting them with whatever queries they had. And I think all of the lecturers at that time were also involved with all of that, and I take my hat off to you guys for doing that in that very tough period. Throughout that, our IT department made sure we had internet with a small toolbox that had internet for us. I used to take that home every now and again so that I could have internet to work remotely when we weren't allowed to be in the office. I've seen the institution grow from having 6 staff members and about 24 students to now plus minus 60 staff and almost 1,000 students currently. I've been through 3 office relocations from Science Center to Grassy Park to Scouts Place, and officially now at the Pinewood Park. Just in closing, I'm proud to be part of the Togi family and a growing institution that has an ever-expanding footprint, not just locally, but internationally. I'm grateful to the Almighty for placing me among such caring and amazing colleagues with a set of diverse cultures and knowledge. Thank you very much to everybody.
Nadima, I'm so sorry. I forgot about that black box. You carry that black box to Rondebosch for Wi-Fi for the students. I forgot about it. Yeah.
We don't have a picture, eh? Yeah. Just a memory. You do? And now we've got from the academic side again, Karin Janssen van Rensburg, also to talk about the journey at Togi, please.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, colleagues. I guess I was asked to give this little speech because I've been here since the beginning of Togi, and that makes me part of the inventory, I guess. And that is really my only claim to fame. I am very much tempted to start my speech after the example of George Bernard Shaw, who was asked to give a lecture on sex. So he stood up and said, "Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure." And then he sat down. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to be at Togi, but I cannot sit down. But yes, like Henry VIII said to each of his wives in turn, I shall not keep you long. We're here to celebrate a momentous occasion for our online institution. 7 years and still growing. Being here with so many colleagues in an online institution makes me think, or reminds me of finally meeting someone from a dating app. Exciting, and just hoping they look as good as their profile picture. And yes, you all do look as good as your profile pictures. So. Now, one might wonder why an online institution needs a building. Well, my take on things that even in the digital age, you still need a place to plug in coffee maker. Plus, our servers have been getting tired of living in the cloud, and I think they wanted some prime real estate too. But our headquarters represents something much bigger than just bricks and mortar. It's a symbol of our growth, our ambition, our commitment to providing top-notch education, no matter where in the world our students might be logging in from. It's a place where we can continue to innovate, to expand, and to make even more connections, both the human kind and the Wi-Fi kind. As we celebrate growth, please take note that I'm not just talking about the growth of our institution, although that's impressive enough to make our founding members smile behind their webcams. I'm also talking about something even more miraculous, the growth of our collective patience as we train the next generation of teachers, all from the comfort of our own homes. Because, let's be honest, anyone who can explain maths or poetry over Zoom while their cat walks across the keyboard and the dogs fight for a place on their laps deserves much more than a gold star. Yeah. And finally, we're here because we believe in the power of education and the power of teachers. After all, teachers are the ones who shape the future. One lesson plan at a time, sorry, my internet cut out, excuse at a time. And I can proudly say that we're shaping some pretty incredible futures right here. So let's celebrate not just the growth of our institution, but the growth of every individual who walks these halls. Also those who do so metaphorically. Students, faculty, and staff alike. You are all part of something big, something very important. Now let's raise a metaphorical glass to the continued growth and continued success of this incredible online institution, to the students who are finding their footing, the faculty who are guiding them, and the tech support who are the real unsung heroes. And maybe, just maybe, a real coffee machine instead of nylon coffee. And perhaps an upgrade to fiber optic internet for all.
Thank you, Karin. I'm sure, Mrs. Savi, you do agree about the coffee machine. Can we just maybe give a round of applause to all our inspirational speakers? Thank you, everybody. And then, last but not least, I call upon Mrs. Norton, the Togi Director, to just address us, please. Thank you.
Good morning and assalamu alaikum to everybody. So I was asked to do the vote of thanks. It's like very weird. Like I've never done a vote of thanks before. But in any case, I think before I go into the vote of thanks, it was so good standing there and going down memory lane from June 2017 and even beyond that, 2012 when we met Dr. Lawrence for the first time. So it took us 5 years just to get the materials written up and getting the approvals and whatever goes with that. And eventually 2017 we could open the institution. So so Togi is a very, it's very different because normally you get schools growing out of universities or higher education. But in this case, a school gave birth to a higher education institution because we first were running the schools, and I think particularly like Dr. Adam mentioned earlier, the school in Menenberg particularly gave us the idea that there's something more that needs to go into teacher training than just the academic core of things. So we need that teacher. I think we found a lot of them in the yesteryears. Those teachers that, you know what, if you're not in school today, they'll come home and say, where's the student? Or phone the mom, or that somebody that really cares. And I think that is when we said, you know what, we're not getting that anymore. Or they are, but very few. So let us put our energies into training our own teachers. And alhamdulillah, by the grace of Allah, God Almighty, we started the Togi journey. So with the Togi journey, what excited me a lot there was we started on the online system immediately, not knowing that 4 years down the line, COVID was going to hit us. So that can only be divine. I mean, that's not humans can't calculate and put things in place. That was purely divine, that we started since inception as an online institution, and all of a sudden after 4 years COVID hit us, and the beauty was that none of our students were affected with the COVID. So alhamdulillah, that was, to me, that was amazing. And besides that, if you look at the community that we can serve, our youngest student is 19 and our oldest student is 65 or 64. It shows you what the strength, that Togi's got the strength, and we can train teachers wherever they find themselves in the world, whether they're in Japan, in China, wherever they are. Sometimes you get people sitting in their homes in a place called Riviers on the end. There's no access to university. But here Togi is coming right into your lounge or into your kitchen or wherever. So that is the beauty of Togi. And I think what also excites me more is that Togi has got moral fiber woven into all their modules in a subtle way, but it's there. Because I can vouch for this when I speak to principals of schools that has got Togi students there as teachers today. They tell me there's something different from a Togi student. There's just something you guys are doing there that produces a unique teacher. So thank you, all the lecturers and the IT team and the administration staff, whoever, the managers, for producing the teacher that we need, not only for South Africa, but globally. You are really bringing back the teacher that is really required all over globally. So yeah, so Togi, this journey with Togi, it's been 7 years. It was not short of its challenges, I can tell you and assure you. You know, it's like a baby. So, I mean, now we had a teacher speaking now, a lecturer, and now you have a mom and a granny speaking here. Right. So now you give birth to this little baby. So now, before you even give birth, you get all these aunties and family phoning. You know what? Precautions. This will happen. Make sure you have that. With the double cheese and triple cheese and this, right? So you have that. And then when the baby is born, and now comes the neighbor, and everybody comes and they want to have something to say, all in good faith to help you to raise this baby. And then the baby goes into 3 months, and now the colic starts stopping, the colicky baby, this happens, and then you have to take him to the clinic, and then it's all sorts of things, and rashes, and fevers, and whatever comes with it. And the community helps you, and everybody is there for you. So this is exactly the journey with Togi. So Togi was this little baby that was in a blanket that we could keep like this because it's this size and we can do this. But now this baby is growing bigger. This baby is now 7 years old. We can't do this anymore because this baby is now this. So now we need this. We need all the hands to keep this baby. So this is exactly what Togi is. So this little baby is now 7 years old, off to grade 1. It's gone through the preschool years, has gone through early childhood development, has gone out of the bed now, and 7 years old. So now this baby is going to grade 1. So today, I want to thank each, and this is my vote of thanks now. I want to thank each and everybody. First of all, Dr. Lawrence, for just believing in us when we met 2012 and getting on board and even, moving off from his province where he was to come settle in Cape Town. Dr. Lawrence, without you, this would not have been possible. Thank you so much for being here every day. And then to, I hate to mention names because I always forget somebody's name. And then to the management team, whoever the HODs, the FSLs, the IT team, Hashim and his group. This can't happen without IT. It's online, so it says it all. No IT, no online, no Togi. So thank you so much, Hashim and your team, and the HODs, Masnuna, Naima, the outgoing HOD, the incoming HOD, and all the admin staff, the student advisors. Without you guys, you are the face of the institution. Somebody phones, there's no student advisors, and what happens? This shows you that we need the team to make this little baby that is now 7 years old, take it by the hand and take it to the best school. So we need this entire team to take this baby. And once again, thank you for each and everybody for being part of raising this baby since it was born till 7 years old. And I look forward to the next, not only 7 years, till this baby becomes a pensioner one day. For all of you, we can't do it without you. Thank you so much, each and everybody that contributed towards this amazing growth of Togi. We keep all of you in high esteem. We value each and every minute that you put into this institution. I know there's a lot of you that work 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, but you know what? All your efforts is not, it's not looked, we don't overlook your efforts. Each and every one of you, not only will you get your rewards in this life, but also in the year after. Keep up the good work. I always say, Togi is not a business. We are not selling products here. We are delivering a service. So thank you so much for being part of this, and I hope the next 60 odd years will be much brighter than the first 7 years was. Thank you so much. Sorry, just I forgot. You see, they mustn't let me do a vote of thanks. So, you heard about the school in Menenberg. I didn't want to talk too much about it today because Dr. Adam mentioned some things, but that's a very unique school. That is a school that started with 47 young aspiring leaders from the Menenberg community. I think if you are from South Africa or Cape Town, you will know Menenberg. So this particular school started with 47 young aspiring leaders. Today we have almost 900 students in that school. The students don't pay fees. A private school that doesn't pay fees, that's something scary, but it's happening. It's been happening for the past 15 years. So one of our ex-students from that particular school, Mr. Shadrik, can you please just come here? Yeah, so Shadrik is an ex-TLC. He's an alumni of the TLC. So, besides Shadrik, I must tell you that the TLC itself, you won't even know it, there's over 50 students of the TLC that is at Togi. So we're already achieving the goal where we said we want our students to give back. We have 18 of them teaching in the TLC schools, of come through the ranks of TLC and they're back teaching in the school. Okay, so Mr. Shadrik is getting married and we here to celebrate. I don't know what they call it, a bachelor's party. We will call Hashim Shabuddin just to come and do what he has to do.
Yeah, so I'm a man of few words. Like everybody knows, I'm always at the back of everything. And and I just want to add, before I say something about this young man here, is that I spoke to him earlier on, and Mrs. Norton was talking about the inception of Togi and the birth of Togi, and I thought to myself, you know, if anybody who knows me, you'll know I'm one of the most skeptic people in the world. And when Mrs. Norton came to me and said, we're going to start a university, I was like, let's see how far we get with this. So I apologize because here we are today. But at that time, I asked Chad, and Mrs. Norton was speaking, and I said, Chad, where were you 9 years ago? And he's like, I was at TLC. I was like, oh, okay. And it's funny because why today we're standing in front of so many people, and I know that he has built a special relationship with everybody because he is the person that most people go to. People very seldom come to me for the problem because they believe it will eventually get resolved, but when they go to him, he jumps on board. And as many good qualities as he has one very bad quality. And his biggest bad quality is he never says no to anybody. So if you look at his tasks, it is an abundance, it's so many, but he gets through them. So Shadrach, I would just like to say, from the bottom of my heart, the team, the staff that knows you, we wish you all the best. We know that your big day is happening on Sunday. I know you don't want to speak too much. So I know that, and it's okay if I mention about, he's having a traditional wedding happening on Sunday. So as of Sunday, Shadrach has evolved from that baby, and he's becoming that big man. And I personally would like to, from myself and from the staff, would like to wish you all the best. And may you make that journey as best as we try to make our journeys with our life partners. But like I was trying to tell you, it's not like you are free, you are unfree now. It's the complete opposite. And I think from the staff, I would like to call on your best friends who you hang out all the time to give some gifts to you, and this comes from everybody else.
I don't think I can lift it up.
Thank you very much.
So we're going to leave this, it's a bit heavy.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to say, or are you...
To be honest, I wasn't expecting this, and I'm very bad at speaking. I'm very bad at communication, but over the time, I think Mr. Shabuddin really did push some communication in me, but yeah, I'm still learning. But to be honest, I'm very grateful to be put by the director herself to this environment, and to everyone here makes it very comfortable to work and to be able to give someone confidence in what they do. I'm really grateful for everyone. I really didn't expect this, or that I was going to come on top here and speak.
Welcome to the club.
We're splitting this, eh?
Yeah. So that concludes our formal program. Everybody, there's some eats. Please come and help yourselves. Anybody have anything to say, to add to the program, maybe? No? No?
Thank you to the MC.
Nadima for being able to do that.
Thank you very much. So walk around and enjoy the rest at the refreshment. Thank you very much.